So, Kev, let me get your thoughts about this Game 3 matchup between the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. Who do you have winning this one?
So this one's another toss-up because once again, I just did not expect the 180-degree turnaround that was the Denver Nuggets. I mean, you look at game one, Portland went out and stole one, played absolutely phenomenal. The entire team played well. You know, Dame had like 34, CJ had 21, Melo had 18. You name it, everybody pretty much contributed. And then in this game, I'm looking at this box score, and I just see that the opposite happened in this game. Dame had 42, and then CJ had 21. Outside of Norman Powell's 15, everybody went silent. I mean, like, we're talking across the board 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. Like, Carmelo Anthony had 5 points and was a negative 24 on the plus minus scale. That's absolutely atrocious in 21 minutes. So, I mean, outside of Dame's heat that he had going 9 of 16 from the 3-point line, everybody on this team just was not able to produce outside of CJ McCollum and Norman Powell. Then when you flip it across the board, you have everybody on Denver not popping off, but giving good minutes and good production. Aaron Gordon again with 13, Michael Porter Jr. with 18, potential frontrunner for the MVP, and Nikola Jokic at 38. Campazzo, I don't know how to say his name. He had 12. Austin Rivers had 9. Paul Millsap stepped up because, you know, he heard your boy. He had 15. And then Mike Morris had 12. So is it Mike Morris? I don't even know his
Morris.
name.
It's Monte
Morris. Excuse me. I apologize, Monte. My apologies. Going back to Portland, I want to say Portland finds a way to hold home court. But if you're solely relying upon the jump shots of Damian Lillard, Carmelo Anthony, and CJ McCollum, I think that Denver is going to absolutely obliterate them. I mean, Denver had 10 offensive rebounds. Like, they bullied them in every aspect of the word. And I don't know if Portland has the firepower outside of their jump shooting or outside of the ability of Damian Lillard. So I'm going to say the safe pick is going to be Denver to take game 3 because of the confidence that they build up and the negative aspect of game 1 where they just got absolutely shitted on themselves at home. I think that kind of woke them up to say, oh, wait a minute, like, we have to fucking play these guys pretty serious. If Dame and those boys can find a way to put up another 60 points between the backcourt of CJ and Damian Lillard, but they get the backup of the supporting cast from game 1, it might be a lot closer. I just want to throw it out there. You said the addition of Robert Covington was going to be massive for this team. This man had 3 points last game. So, and he played 37 minutes. Just saying. Robert Covington I know he played well for the Rockets, but that's because the Rockets literally just encouraged shooting threes every 2 seconds, and he played center for them for like a week. Outside of that, Robert Covington is a solid player and a decent role player, but he has not played as well as you would have liked, correct?
Yeah, I think, though, in this game, I'm actually going to disagree with you here. I'm actually going to go with the Blazers here. I think it's going to be a close game, and I think in similar fashion to game 2, I think Dame is going to go off. It wouldn't surprise me if he gets another 35, damn near a 40-plus point performance. I think CJ McCollum is going to get hot, but I think Carmelo Anthony is going to be the key here. Like you said, he was absolutely awful in game 2, which was kind of odd because in game 1, he actually played pretty well in the first playoff game of the series. So I just expect them to get hot. I think the home crowd is definitely going to have an influence with the Blazers here. Now, defensively, I don't know how they're going to stop Jokic, though. Jokic absolutely cooked in game 1 and game 2. So they're going to have to be able to find a way to limit Jokic and try to lock up Michael Porter Jr. as best as they can, just because that he is going to be the main scoring option from the point guard position. So the best case scenario for the Blazers is that they hold Jokic under 30 and maybe keep Michael Porter Jr. under 20. Easier said than done, just because Portland's defense isn't necessarily what I would consider the greatest defense that we've ever seen. But I just think the overall firepower that Carmelo Anthony, Damian Lillard, and CJ McCollum, I think it's going to be a little bit too much here for the Nuggets in game 3. I'm not going to get too much deeper into the series, but I think for game 3, I think the Blazers are going to squeak this one out. I think it's going to be at most maybe a 5 to 6 point game. but I think the Blazers are going to put up probably somewhere around 120 points, and I think the Nuggets are going to put up around like 115. So I'm going to give the edge to the Blazers in a close game 3, but that would put the Blazers up 2-1 in the series.